Midnight shadows crawling up the wall. Ghosts in the studio answering the call. Vampire teeth in the candlelight. Werewolves howling every Wednesday night. Slashers lurking in the backstage hall. True crime stories that'll make you fall. Serial minds in the red spotlight. This ain't a show, it's a killer night. Blood on the mic, secrets exposed. Once you step inside, nobody goes. Welcome to Creative Kill Live, where the dead still talk and the monsters thrive. Ghost vampires, killers collide. Step into the darkness, enjoy the ride. Creative Kill Live, we bring the fear, we don't just survive. From Route 66 to Hollywood Lights, Albuquerque to Burbank Nights. Creative Kill Live. John on the mic, running the show. Main man Roberts, let the nightmares grow. Ben by his side, locked and loaded, breaking down the cases nobody decoded. Big bad wolf in the shadows grinning. Royal Wood with the killer punchlines hidden. Female guest host lighting the flame. Scream queen stepping into the game. Red lights flash, the truth cuts deep. We don't promise you sleep. Welcome to Creative Kill Live, where the legends breathe and the killers thrive. Slashers rise and spirits revive. You're one of the lucky ones. You survived. Creative Kill Live, true crime pulse and horror vibes. Filmed in the desert, shot in the hills. Albuquerque to Burbank thrills.
What's up, everybody? My name is John.
And I'm Ben.
And today here on Creative Kill, we are excited to announce that we have on one of our producers today,
right,
Ben.
that's right.
Yeah, this big guy right here sitting next to us is Ben Hensley. I've got two Bens on the show today.
I know, right? Two
So
Bens
we're
don't make
going
a
to
right.
kind of refer to him as Hensley because that's what I call him. Ben, and we're going to let him talk about this here in a minute, Ben, but I let him, I call him Barbecue Ben and you're Big Ben because I've got, we have and then we have Ben Sancho. We've got so many fucking Bens in our life, so I've got to kind of nickname you guys, and I like nicknames anyway. How you doing today, Hensley?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm very well. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah. Well, thank you for doing all this work with us, man. And I know this year has been fucking nuts.
Yeah.
But we, we're only adapting to what we can do right now because our industry is so fucked. It's like, it is a crazy time to be in the film industry, to be in the entertainment industry.
Right.
We don't want to be influencers, but we've been forced on social media kind of as every other brand is doing right now.
Right.
And so obviously, about this. We started this podcast, a year and a half ago, and it's been doing pretty successful. We're doing okay. And so we're first year, I feel like the growth has been really good. What do you think there? You're our producer, so tell us what you think.
No, I think it's been great, man. You guys have grown as a podcast, not only in like your content creation, but your content as well.
Yeah.
Our guest pool has definitely grown. The wrestlers and.
I know, doing the DCC crossover, and we're about to drop the episode with Sancho Martinez, which again is kind of a storyline episode. You guys have got to be following. You got to watch the Ronin episode, and it leads into the Sancho episode.
Right.
But we're doing this crossover thing with DCCW here, and those guys are wrestlers. They're a lot of fun. So anyway, let's go ahead and get to some sponsors, Ben. Okay, the first sponsor today is going to be a horror themed dispensary, Monster House Dispensary, down in Ruidoso, New Mexico, and Las Cruces, New Mexico. Everybody, get all of your cannabis needs from Monster House. Gator. Yeah, we have to cheer on Gator. So Gator's our guy down there, man.
Yeah,
Gator, he's awesome. You want to hit him with the second one, Ben?
Yeah, Duke City Toys, guys, for all your collectible needs. Duke City Toys, shout out Leo. Thank you so much.
Dude, I just went by there again yesterday. This new store is so fucking huge, man. It's so big.
Right,
8,500 square feet.
I'm looking forward to it, man. And, he's not doing toys anymore, guys, or just toys, I should say. He's doing collectible cards, sports memorabilia, the whole nine.
Yeah.
Gotta check that out.
Yeah, dude, you're gonna like that, dude. We're doing the opening. We're doing the opening on June 6th. So,
perfect.
so you've got to be
coming
there
up.
anyway. So,
All right.
Yeah, then we have my birthday after that. So,
Party time. There you go.
there we go. We're gonna open Duke City Toys and we're gonna end it in the pool over at Barbara
Right,
Richards.
right.
Yeah. Anyway, so Duke City Toys, guys, check them out here. Their new location is gonna be on Broadway, but currently they're still in San Mateo. So they haven't moved everything over from the San Mateo State location, but they're getting there. Okay, and our third one is Albuquerque Axe. If you like activities that you like to throw violent, brutal axes and shit, this is the place to go. You know what I mean? Have you ever done that? Have you ever thrown axes before?
Not here in town. But I've thrown axes.
Yeah. We're gonna be doing that. We're gonna be doing that pretty soon. It's where we have an episode that Diane is her name. She's the owner. Her and her partner are going to let us do a full on episode where we're bringing the whole Creative Kill team and we're gonna throw some fucking axes.
Yeah,
dude.
we are.
I'm excited about that.
Hell yeah.
Who do you think is going to win that? I think Ben, because he uses the axe on the show all the time. Maybe
I
don't know.
Maybe.
That's his favorite weapon.
Bit of an expert, you know.
Yeah, I know.
It's good. It's all about that follow through.
Is it all about?
Exactly.
It's all in
Exactly.
the wrist, as they
Exactly.
say.
Functional
Exactly.
strength. guys.
Yeah.
Functional strength.
Anyway, those are our three sponsors today: Monster House Dispensary, Duke City Toys, and Albuquerque Axe. We thank you guys for supporting Creative Kill. Now let's get on to the guest. But real quick, before I introduce our guest, I just want to tell everybody. You know, when you see this episode air, if you follow us on social media, which subscribe to all of our socials, IG, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, we had a shitty month. And when I say a shitty month, meaning I was involved in a car accident earlier this month during my daughter's spring break. One of our guest hosts, or well, not a guest host, one of our hosts, Royal Wood, he's our stand-up comic. He got hit by a car on a scooter, and then I have recently experienced some tragedy in my family where my uncle passed away, and we've had it's just been a rough month for the Roberts family, our family. We've actually, I think you guys want to hear this crazy statistic. I was thinking about this morning on the way here, but we've had 6 of our close friends and family die over the last month. 6. So we, I've been supporting my parents, I've been supporting my friends that in the families and stuff that's happened, and it's just been a heavy load. So I do appreciate the break that we did take. We want to thank all of you guys because family is the most important thing. Community is the most important thing right now, especially with what's going on in this fucked up world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, but back to the fun stuff. We have today on Ben fucking Hensley. Ben Hensley, everybody. Ben Hensley, you want to go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself? Because I know a lot of people, I mean, in our circle, everybody knows you, but we haven't really introduced you on the show yet.
Right.
Yeah.
My name's Ben. I'm 42. I'm an Aries.
Right?
No. So appreciate you guys having me on.
It's the first time you've been a part of a lot of shows because he is a producer and he deals with
I'm
all
usually over there.
Yeah, he's the guy. He's the guy on the computer, or he's the guy that deals with all of our podcast stuff, right, Ben?
Exactly. Yeah. So I distribute the podcast, the audio version of it. I do a lot of restaurant stuff. I'm a restaurateur. I run a pizza place here in Albuquerque. I also do a barbecue catering company.
Dude, I've got to tell you, hey,
dude.
Fucking just throw out a shout out for your barbecue company right now because
please.
you make the best fucking barbecue. And this is not a lie. This is a guy coming from fucking Texas. And I came here and the first barbecue that I had that reminded me of Texas barbecue was this guy's barbecue right here. I swear to God.
I appreciate seeing that. And I work really hard to get to that point, man. Like, because people don't realize the skill that goes in the nuance, right?
Well, I know you sweat your ass off. You got that giant fucking smoker, dude. Yeah. It's crazy. Your chicken, your barbecue chicken, I got to tell you, it's like fucking crack. It's like
I'll make you some for your birthday.
Yeah. Oh my God, yes, please.
Yeah.
Bring some stuff for the birthday party. Yeah, my birthday's on May 29th, guys. It's the last year of my 40s. I'm turning 49.
Hawaiian 5-0 over here.
I know, not 5-0 yet, bitches. Not 5. I'm going to New York next year for my 50th.
Okay.
So no, this is 4-9, dude.
Oh, okay.
This is like
4-9. Okay.
This is 4-9. So I'm still in my 40s.
Right.
Embrace it.
Yeah, I haven't got that AARP discount yet, but it's coming. It's coming. I can't wait. wait.
When does that kick in? Is that 50, 55?
It's 55. 55.
Okay.
We can get some
that's it.
ARP
There you go.
action going.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So anyway, Ben. So you run a pizza place, you do barbecue, but you're a family man as well. His daughters and my daughter are freaking like Mutt and Jeff.
Age,
they love each other. I love your 2 kids. They're amazing. Your wife's amazing. Your whole family. We met. We had on. And this is God, I can say it now. This is 35 episodes ago. We had on Jim Lujan, and Jim introduced. Jim introduced us, and that's how we at Lujan Studios, as we like to call Jim's house, because he's so fucking big. You know, that's where we shoot a lot of our stuff. Yeah. But man. And then when you and I met, we just kind of smoked some weed and we clicked, bro. It was awesome. Yeah. I feel like that's like the most communal thing, because you're getting into the dispensary business too, aren't you?
We are. Yeah. So we're opening up a dispensary, and it's going to be focused more around like the ritual smoker. Okay.
Yeah.
So not really so much like of course, are we going to have all the dab pens and all that shit?
Right.
Yeah.
But we're also going to be able to provide an experience for the guy who wants to smoke a joint and not get like just dropped on his belt.
I hear you. Yeah.
So like we're gonna have
some of this shit out here right now is fucking stronger than shit.
I mean, it's like invented by NASA.
I know, right? It's like to the moon, guys. To the moon.
I've taken a dab before where I was like, all right, you got to sit back and all right, you got to breathe in, then you get to breathe out, and you got to breathe in again.
Yes.
And,
well, I got to tell you, I went to this Cannabis Chamber of Commerce event here, and me and Karl went and shot it. He's another one of our producers. He's our camera guy, and so they had a dab station.
Ridiculous.
And those things look like they're fucking like I'm sorry, they're like these huge glass pipes with like
mad
fucking
scientists.
They bring out torches and all this shit.
Dude, if you have to have a blowtorch to get done what you're
I
trying
know,
to
as
get
I'm
done,
sitting here hitting my vape, I'm like,
it's all right to maybe take a step back from that one.
Right.
The last time I hit a dab was the stuff called ectoplasm.
what the fuck?
Yeah,
that's awesome. It's horror themed.
I got
Did Slimer give it to you?
Dude, it was downtown Denver. But I think it was like 97%.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
And I hit this stuff, man, and it felt like I got kicked in the chest.
Yeah.
I folded back in my chair, and I was like.
That's when you actually turn into the Walking Dead. You're like, bro, you remember Grandma's Boy, the Frankenstein, where he's like, that's kind of what I'm imagining you like right now.
Right,
you
right.
know,
I would just be trying to survive that, to be honest. Like,
yeah. Those dabs are no joke, man. I don't do them. I see people do them all the time. I see people who only do them.
That's right.
I know. I dated this girl, and that's what she was a huge, like, just hitting it with the blowtorch. All this shit. It's crazy. All right. Well, Ben, are you ready for your final 3 questions?
Let's do it.
Okay, everybody. Here on Creative Kill, we talk all things horror, supernatural, and true crime, and we like to ask our guests a series of questions regarding related to horror. And so our first one is, I'm going to take it today. Ben Hensley. What is your favorite horror movie?
My favorite horror movie is Maximum Overdrive.
Fuck yes.
Right.
See, this is what I like. We get new blood in here with new conversations. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I loved Maximum Overdrive, dude. We got Emilio Estevez. That's all. I think that's the only guy I know that's really in it. I mean, I could probably go down their IMDb and say, oh, yeah, I know that person. I just know that Emilio was the star of it, correct?
Correct, yeah. And some cool things about it is, it was the only director debut of what's his name, Stephen King.
So Stephen King directed it.
It was the only director. The only time he ever directed a film.
Fucking
interesting.
Stephen fucking King directing a film.
Yeah.
I heard it. Didn't you tell me a little rumor about him? Like, wasn't he like all
so
jacked
the entire
up?
time. That's what made like the movie so chaotic. Was that Stephen King was doing blow the entire time, and not like a little bit of blow, like we're talking like copious amounts,
right?
Dude,
Scarface style.
That was the fucking 80s, bro. That was the 80s. The 80s cocaine was fucking flowing. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you both that I haven't had my little run with it, because I did, and I don't mind. But I gotta tell you, I could never like get on a film set. I I couldn't imagine me being on a film set on coke. I would be fucking freaking out.
Well, not only being just on set, but like, he was directing it. You know?
No, that's what I'm saying. It's
imagine being the actors underneath and be like, I want you to go over there and I want you to do that way. You know?
That was like a norm in those days. Like that's what all the fucking directors and actors and everybody. I've heard so many stories. I heard a story about Dennis Quaid talking about when he used to stay up until like fucking like really late at night. Like he said he'd be like, oh shit, it's an hour before I gotta be on set. You know, that kind of one of those all night benders.
Time
to
powder my nose.
Yeah, time to Charlie Sheen. We could
skiing all night.
Skiing all night. We could sit there and fucking talk about that. But back to Maximum Overdrive.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, the one kill in Maximum Overdrive that really fucked me was fuck with me. Sorry, not fuck me. The machine fucked me. No, that's a later episode. Was the Coke machine.
Yeah, in the beginning. Yeah. Well, like what's kind of crazy is like, so the whole premise of the movie kind of like, so it kind of brings in 3-Eye Atlas, right? Like that thing that just passed by us. Mm-hmm. So like that's what like threw all the mechanical stuff off, was passing through this tail of this
comet.
It was a comet or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
And
right?
so the Coke machine scene, like this T-ball coach, whatever's going going up there getting sodas for his kids, and it starts shooting at him. Yeah, and it just beans him right in the forehead. Yeah.
Right,
this like blood just.
This blood ring. Yeah. That's and so when I saw that as a kid, I was always like, when I walked up to a Coke machine, I was always like, that motherfucker, I hope it don't come to life.
Yeah. But I mean, everything was coming to life, right? Like it focuses at a truck stop eventually. Right?
Yeah.
And then so like these semi trucks are like circling the truck.
Dude, I like that scene too. And then the main semi truck obviously has who on it?
That's that Green Goblin.
It's the Green Goblin from Spider-Man, dude.
Yeah, it's like a toy company truck. Whatever.
Yeah, I love and let me tell you something. If we're gonna get over, because I'm a nerd, if we get over to comic book stuff, that's one of my favorite characters is the Goblin.
Yeah.
He's fucking maniacal. He's crazy as shit. He's just like me. You know, it's like, and he flies around on a fucking cool glider and shit and throws pumpkin bombs, you know. But no, that movie, like you said, it's just the truck. It's the face of that fucking goblin on the front of that truck, dude.
Well, it's like it just captures like that whole like 80s horror scene, right?
Right.
And then what makes it even better is like the entire soundtrack is AC/DC.
Yeah.
Right?
So
you got a Coke fueled director, Stephen King, who's like, who's creating all this chaos, and then you have AC/DC.
Yeah,
he's
like this. He's like this.
You know?
He's like, guys, he's like, I have a great fucking idea.
Exactly.
I've got a great idea. And then he lets nobody else talk, obviously. Right. And then he's like, AC/DC, the entire fucking soundtrack. You know? I hope we don't get shit on by Stephen King on this if he sees this fucking clip, but oh well.
No, we mean this in the most
no. I love Stephen King. Yeah,
possible,
exactly.
You know
hey, man, let me tell you something. Everybody's had their run with something, okay? Whether it's alcohol, drugs, sex, whatever it is. Right. There ain't a fucking perfect person out there. Look at Christy Noem's husband, boys. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Man. So let's go ahead and jump into the second question now, Benny. Go ahead.
All right, Hensley. So tell me, who's your favorite horror villain of all time?
So one of my favorite horror villains is, and it sounds kind of cliche, but it's Blair Witch, man.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why. Because I was a big backpacker when I was a kid. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And when that came out, like we were doing like 1 or 2 week trips in the forest. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
So having that kind of element in the setting, but not only that, but you never see her.
Right.
She's causing all this chaos. She's setting up like those little
fucking stick figures and shit. Right? I got a funny joke to tell you. So my family's from West Virginia. And we have like a 700-acre farm back there. That's huge. And they call it a farm, but we have fucking 2 huge mountains, right?
Nightmare fuel.
Yeah,
right there,
and
bro.
so when that movie came out, I had a camcorder. My dad he bought me a handy cam for my birthday. So I convinced my cousin and my sister, let's go do a parody of Blair Witch, but I hid those. I made those things and I hid them around. Right. I wish I could still find that tape somewhere because it was fucking hilarious. I mean, these kids running around with a video camera acting like Blair Witch.
Right.
But that movie, we go back to this because I reference it all the time. It was revolutionary. It really was. It was the first found footage movie.
Yeah.
It was like the first like legit, hey, this is mainstream found footage. Shaky camera. A lot of people didn't like it, but then there was those people like us who were like, holy fucking shit, that was original. The director put notes in the middle of the fucking forest, and they had to find them. And the cast members were like, I thought it was real, dude. I'm going to tell you this.
No,
right
it
now.
definitely had that vibe. It felt real.
And they started it with a fucking website, and that's when the websites first launched, like they were big, and so they put up this viral website, and then next thing you know, bam, a movie that cost, I think it was like $25,000 or whatever, made I think it was a couple $100 million.
Well, what's cool about the film itself is it's all practical effects, right? So like CGI stuff and like that, and then just like the overall creepy vibe of it. Like, you can't beat that. You know what I mean? Like the closing scene, right? You go down to that basement, and it's just that one dude in the corner.
Yeah, he's up in the corner.
Right.
Yeah, a little homage to him. But the lead actress in that, Heather Donahue, I got to tell you, her performance fucking killed it. She killed it. Shout out to Heather Donahue, guys, because let me tell you something. That fucking, where she's looking into her phone or the camera and the snot's coming out.
Right.
And she's
it
crying.
feels real.
It feels like it's fucking real, dude.
Like, this bitch is out here in the forest and she gonna die.
Yeah. So our third question, Ben, always is, we segue into this one, is what horror movie lives rent free in your head, or what it doesn't even need to be a horror movie. It could be any kind of movie. Lives rent free in your head that just kind of scared the shit out of you and still sits with you to this day. What is it?
All right, it's a movie that I've seen since I was a kid, but when I was a kid, man, this movie called The Elephant Man.
The Elephant Man.
Like the creepiness.
No, it wasn't that kind of Elephant Man. This fucking guy was like,
like the mutation of his face.
Yeah,
and the thing is, you don't really see it like in the first whole part of the movie. You see him like in shadows in another room.
Right.
You hear him crying out, you hear like it's just like tortured humanity, right?
Right.
Yeah.
They imply all that. Yeah. That's a really creepy way of filmmaking, especially for back then, that they actually could recognize that. They're like, you know what, we're gonna put this into the audiences, let them interpret what's going on here.
And well, I mean, like I forget who the director was, but like what they did was they put industrial kind of sound and humming in the background to help create the overall eerie environment.
Okay.
So the lighting was really important, and also kind of the sound effects that you're not really conscious of.
Right.
But if you go back and watch it, you'll hear kind of just a different sound effect, how they set the tone, and that just made me feel so eerie as a kid, because you have this. It was a scary looking dude.
Freak of nature.
And
and I hate to say it because I think it's an actual real
No, it is.
disease.
It's a true and they saved him from a Victorian freak show.
Yeah.
And so I guess ultimately it wasn't a horror film, but as a kid when I saw it, and dude, I'm telling you, dark long hallways, all that shit, that is. That movie,
I was really young, but there's a similar movie. Do you remember? It was a movie with Cher. It was called Mask. And it was with Eric Stoltz, and he plays Rocky, and he's got this really fucked up face, he's got this disease.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yes,
that
she's
guy
like his mom or something.
Yeah,
right?
That movie creeped me out too.
Yeah,
it was a good, heartfelt, soulful movie.
It was.
But just seeing that practical makeup on Eric Stoltz, oh god, I can't do that.
Yeah, there's some practical effects, man. I know you can do so much with CGI and all that stuff, but when you get a good practical effect, that
goes hard.
Beats it. Yeah, it
goes hard. All right, well, that was awesome, man. Thank you so much for answering the final three questions. We really do enjoy talking to our guests about just kind of, because we bring on anybody we want, but we want to make sure you know your shit. You know what I mean? We've had a lot of people come on and say the typical Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th. We're Jason, and now my format sheets, I'm like, please don't say these.
Yeah. Well, when you sent me that, I had to pause for a moment and really give thought.
Yeah. We want some thoughtful answers. So we're gonna segue over into story time, but story time this week we are going to get into some weird New Mexico shit. So as you guys, if you guys know, we are here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and we are home of murder, aliens, and nuclear bombs. No, it's
way more than just Breaking Bad and meth, man. We got
we've got the meth. Trust us.
Yeah, we can do that.
But we've got some weird shit going on in this state,
layup.
don't we, guys? We've got some weird stuff. Now we've touched on this in the last two episodes, Ben.
Yeah.
We touched on it with Sancho Martinez when I brought up the missing military, UFO guy, and who lives up the street from me to find out. You know that.
Oh, he lived real close to you.
Oh, dude. It's like it's
the latest one.
It's
that,
with
that general guy?
yeah. He's on Tramway and it's like right there, Tramway and Paseo. And
Oh,
so
man.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that's-
Yeah, I think it's like Tramway and Paseo. He was kind of in the high desert area, and I am like right below that. So that's
okay.
So when we talk about that, and I'm going to pull up my notes here in a minute, but we'll get into it. But apparently, there are now 10 missing scientists
Right.
or
Yes.
dead scientists. This is getting a little fucked up, boys. They did a diagram, and I'm going to post it right now. Here it comes up. It's in the corner of the episode, but it
Okay.
shows
Oh.
everything. You can't see it right now when we're talking. Sorry, Karl, cut it in. But I'm just gonna kind of give you guys what I had pulled up this morning because it is fucking crazy. I mean, these guys that all this stuff that's been happening, I just don't. I mean, it's like we have okay. So if you can kind of look at this, look, they've broken it down per scientist, and I think this is like the 17 scientists or 7 scientists.
Oh, there's at least 10 high-level ones.
Yeah, there's 10 high-level ones, but we got 3 from Albuquerque, or 3 from New Mexico.
Yeah, and
2 in
then-
Los Alamos, 1 in Albuquerque.
Well, so all right. So here's the crazy thing about New Mexico, right? So not only do we have Los Alamos where they developed a nuclear bomb, right?
Right.
But we have White Sands Missile Range. We have
Right.
what's the name of the base down there? It's the one in Alamogordo. Is
Oh man.
Is that Fort Hood?
Holloman. That's
Holloman Air Force
And
Base,
then
you're right.
you have that big Army base in El Paso.
Yeah.
And then you have there's a NASA propulsion laboratory on the others up and over the mountains from White Sands.
Yeah.
And
That's
then-
that's that new one we put out there, right? Isn't that where like
It's, I want to say it's fairly new.
yeah, SpaceX kind of bullshit or whatever.
Kind
it
of.
is.
Well, no,
Yeah.
that's the spaceport. I'm
Oh,
talking
the spaceport. Okay,
There's an
that's
actual NASA
yeah.
laboratory down there by Alamogordo. too.
Jeez Louise.
And then
so that's where the aliens are at.
yeah,
Just
and
kidding.
well, then there's there's myths about deep underground military bases like up around Dulce. You ever heard of the Dulce base?
No, what is that? Where's
So-
that? Dulce? Is
Dulce,
that?
New Mexico. It's
Okay.
going to be like up in northern New Mexico,
Okay.
right off the Archuleta Mesa, kind of right there, just a little south of the Colorado line.
Okay. Okay.
But there's a whole story about how, this underground base was developed, and it houses, the small gray aliens,
Okay.
the reptilians. So it's like,
Right.
so it's like, it gets wild, right?
I
'Cause it's
bet.
supposed to be like this multi-level, like 7-level base where they have human hybrid experiments and all kinds of stuff like that.
I bet.
And what's weird is there was a fellow named Phil Schneider. I don't know if you guys ever heard of this crazy guy, but he claims to have been in a battle at this base in.
I did
in
see
those-
an interview about this guy. Yes. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, no. So, and the story goes that they were drilling for something, some military purpose, because they used to do subterranean military tests up there. So they would do like the test, like they would do like in Tonopah, Nevada with the nuclear weapons. They would do that in northern New Mexico, but all those were subterranean type tests. And so they were preparing for one of these tests, and they apparently drilled into this base. And of course, when the aliens saw the humans saw the aliens, conflict started. So apparently, there was like 60 people who perished in this battle.
Are you serious?
Well, this guy Phil Schneider says like he gives all these talks like he's missing like 3 fingers or
Really?
from this battle, and he says he got hit with some type of
Alien.
energy weapon.
Yeah.
So
well,
it wasn't
is that
like-
what they used in Venezuela this last
Bro,
time? I'm
bro,
just
they-
kidding,
they-
but you
they're
know what
probably-
I'm
they probably
talking
got all
about.
kinds of stuff.
They
Yeah.
said they said that they used a weapon when they got the Venezuelan president. They said they used a weapon that they've never seen before, and basically it's
Well,
some
so-
kind of energy weapon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's another one too. That's so when you have all these aircraft coming over, they have this new weapon where it'll shoot like a bunch of little smaller stuff that shows up as aircraft on radar.
Wow.
So it just overwhelms everyone's air defenses. And I think that was what was used in Venezuela. Because they're using that in Iran.
I
too.
I had smoked a little bit of my cannabis the other night, and I was thinking about this because I was watching all the Iran stuff with the drones they're using, and I was just like, when is it gonna come to a point where they fly over like a bomber or whatever, and they drop a ton of little drones, and they just put cameras all over those things, and they're like crabs, and they're just kind of monitoring and seeing everything.
Yeah.
I'm coming up with these wild scenarios now.
But that's not even like a wild scenario. They did that. What's it? Turkey, or who's in war with Russia right now?
Oh, Ukraine. Yeah.
Ukraine. They did that to Russia.
Yeah.
They had a shipping container full of cheap drones.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
They shipped it into Russia, and then all these rose out of the shipping container and attacked all their.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And then they had then yesterday they had a picture, and I'll put it up here too. But they had Trump was on the golf course. And the Secret Service guy was holding this fucking, you see it, right?
I saw that.
It looks like a space weapon. It's an anti-drone device is what that is.
I see.
So you shoot it up, it's like an EMP.
Oh, that's
yeah,
cool.
It's like an EMP because they're afraid that
Man,
they're going
they
to
have
attack him.
EMP
They're going to
guns
attack
now.
him with drones. Yeah, so, I mean, the drone thing is really big here now. But what my crazy thing is that the missing general or the guy that was living up, he was a big part of the UFO program. That's what they're saying, okay?
Disclosure, man, it's happening. It's
Age
coming
of Disclosure, the documentary. Have you seen that yet? Have either of you guys seen that yet?
soon. I haven't.
No,
I've
not
seen
yet.
the trailer. I want to see it.
Yeah,
so
yeah. I haven't been able to check it out. Wolf saw it. Says it's fantastic. I think that needs to be a group smoke session. We can all we'll go to Lujan Studios and do a viewing of Age of Disclosure.
That's right.
We
That's
make
right.
Jim buy it, and we'll all go over there and get high and watch that because I am. Just now you have I think he's a member of Congress or he's in the Trump administration or something, but it's Tim Burnett or something. He just got on TMZ and he just basically said they're fucking real. They're out here.
Yeah.
They're out here and we know about them. Like there is actual evidence of UAPs, UFOs, whatever you want to fucking call them,
Right.
extraterrestrial
Well, like
beings.
here's the thing, though, right? Like, so all of these projects, like you got the Disclosure documentary, you got that new Disclosure movie that's going to be coming out.
Yeah.
You have
That's the one with Bob Lazar or whatever. Yeah, I think, right?
well, no, the Bob Lazar film. I think is a different one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I
Okay.
mean, you have all this stuff going on. You have all the disclosure being done in in the government, but all this takes years to like develop and like put together.
Right.
So this is like a full disclosure plan.
Yeah.
And it feels like it's like what, just conditioning.
Oh, you're talking about the movie Disclosure with Stephen King. Okay,
Yeah,
now
yeah.
Not Stephen King. Sorry, Steven Spielberg. You know what?
Well,
yeah,
those
we
two-
just
those
we just got.
coincide, though, you know what I mean?
I'm like,
Like-
I was saying Stephen King. I meant Steven Spielberg. I'm like, maybe Steven Spielberg was on set doing
Now
like
the
a bunch
Stephen
of.
King
He was-
Disclosure movie would be wicked.
Yeah. No, but I think that they're kind of prepping us and getting
Definitely.
ready for
That's what it
something
feels
about
like.
to happen.
Yes.
Because have you guys ever seen the Miami Mall the incident?
Yeah, that is a trip, man. Like there was like I forget how many like units had to respond.
Oh,
to that.
dude, no, it was the whole fucking police force.
It was the entire department?
Yeah, it was almost like an active shooter. Like when they responded to that, but they said that there were these 7-foot tall beings in the mall walking around that came out of a portal or some shit. I don't know, but it's me and Karl took a deep dive one night into that, just trying to see as much. Footage. They don't have a whole lot, but just like everything else, which there's sometimes I'm skeptical, but it was just the sheer factor of the police response, like you just said, the law enforcement response, that was just crazy, dude. You see that video, and there's like fucking 100 cops out there.
Yeah.
And so.
Well, then there had to be like people who witnessed it as well, right?
Oh yeah.
So
Oh,
if
yeah.
you witnessed it, bro,
That's
send
right.
us a message. We
Yeah,
wanna hear it.
if you witnessed the
Yeah.
Miami Mall,
Please.
talk to our producer Ben, and we'll get you on the show because
Please,
I would
yeah.
love to talk to somebody about the Miami Mall incident. But it's like other incidents because we've had on other guests that have had UFO experiences.
Right.
Carlos Duran, him and Wolf had the same fucking experience, same area. They were out there by Los Alamos and they
Right.
saw that fucking flying disc,
Yep.
or some light that was coming after them or whatever. I have to flash back to the episode. But have you ever had a UFO experience, Hensley?
Yeah, well, I mean, not directly, but so my wife had one at our house, right?
No shit. In
And
Rio
so-
Rancho?
Yeah, up in Paradise Hills. And
Okay.
what the unique thing about this is that another parent from our school that we go to saw the same thing on the same day.
See, this is
So-
what I'm saying. It's like you're getting multiple sightings now all
Right.
the time.
All the
It's
time.
Well, I
not
mean, like
just
this
one.
goes back to like the Phoenix Lights, all those
Yeah.
kind of stories.
Right.
And this was like a triangular craft. My wife described like one
Right.
of those triangular,
Right.
like black triangular crafts.
Yeah.
So I mean, like they're being more consistent now, right? Like
Right.
you have like the cigar shaped stuff. You have
Well-
all the unknown drones flying over military bases.
The
stuff like
orbs,
that.
the orbs. That's the big,
Yeah,
they
the
say they
orb.
have one in South America or whatever
Right.
that people have actually tested and stuff. But back to the Phoenix Lights, I was going to tell you.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the Kurt Russell story about that?
No, I have not heard the Kurt.
This is
the
a
Kurt
crazy.
Russell angle.
Kurt Russell, the famous actor,
Right.
is also a pilot. Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it was him, and I believe it was his son that's in Monarch, the Age of the Godzilla show.
Yeah.
Wyatt Russell is his son's name. They were in a plane and they saw those lights live. Like they saw the fucking Phoenix Lights.
Oh,
when they
as it
were
was
they
happening?
were flying. Yeah.
That's pretty
Yeah, he
cool.
tells a story.
That's
Look it
pretty
up on the
cool.
internet. It's pretty fucking cool. So, Kurt, I worked with Oliver Hudson on Cleaning Lady. Kurt, if you ever want to come on our show and talk about the thing and your UFO experience, we would love to have you
course,
on, man.
of
Because
course.
he's first of all, he's one of my favorite actors. I love
Yeah,
Kurt Russell.
yes.
Anything that guy fucking does, I will be in. I watch it. There was Tombstone, The Thing. One of my favorite is The Bone Tomahawk. Did you guys ever see Bone Tomahawk?
Yep,
Yeah,
yep,
that's a fucking
yep.
cool Western
Yeah,
horror movie.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, Escape from L.A., New York.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
Escape from L.A.
Fucking
That's
Snake
classic,
Plissken,
man.
dude. Snake
Soldier.
Plissken. Yeah,
I mean-
Soldier. I love Soldier. Yeah, Miracle. We can keep going on about
Dude,
Kurt Russell
yes.
movies, but back to the alien thing. Yeah, I just think it's weird that, Logan Paul just came out with Bob Lazar. He's showing him stuff about this UFO he saw. We're seeing more and more and more every day.
I got to
especially-
pause you though, Bob Lazar, dude. That's another New Mexico connection. He worked at Los Alamos.
Yeah.
he lived in Los
Dang,
Alamos.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. We are the land of the weird here because it's like we constantly are having something in the news
Right.
that has to do with some sort of like weird tech because we make all of it out here. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Or we test
Yeah,
it here
it's
at
all-
least.
It's
You
all
know?
here. Well,
You
well,
know?
like, the start of the nuclear program was really like where all that. Well, and you go back to Roswell as well,
Yeah.
right? 47,
Yeah.
and then you got the nuclear bomb stuff. But I mean,
Yeah,
there's so many other
Oppenheimer,
things.
all the shit,
all
yeah.
sorts.
Yeah, Carl actually drove me by. We were on the way back from Rio Doso from our boys' trip, Ben,
Yeah.
a couple of years ago, and he drove me by the site, the Oppenheimer site. Where you
Yeah,
can
the
go
Trinity
by.
site. Yeah,
The Trinity site, and he was like, "Yeah, this is where they fucking did it, dude. This is where the bomb went off." And I was like, "No shit." And he's like, "Yeah, man." And I was
Dude,
like, "This is pretty crazy." And
Do
then
you know how big White Sands is? White Sands starts like down near Alamogordo and goes all the way up to like Mountain Air.
Jesus Christ.
So like you know where the Owl Cafe is? And
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's the north end of the White Sands Military Range.
Really?
All the way up there, yeah. And it
dude.
goes that entire way. They have airstrips, they have observatories, they have
Gosh, man.
and
Well,
then
and
even in Kirtland Air Force Base, those mountains are hollow, man.
Right,
sure
and,
are.
And then I saw something. Don't we have those huge like radar dishes here too? Those those big satellite dishes that like in contact. Do you remember those?
Ah,
I think
that's
those
the
are here, right?
Yeah, that's the VLA, the Very Large Array. That's going to be down near Magdalena, New Mexico.
Okay.
And so that was in contact.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
sure was.
And that was part of SETI, the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence.
There you go. But I hear that we actually get a signal. Like there's something with the signal coming over from like fucking 9,000 light years away
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever.
well-
that like broadcasts to us every 30 seconds or some shit like
Strangely
that.
enough, guess what originated from that signal that we just had contact with this last year?
Yeah, really?
3i Atlas.
No shit. See, we got into some 3i Atlas
Yeah.
stuff. That was when we were going to do our alien episodes, but then that's when everything started falling apart in the industry, so we had to make a shift. But dude, that right there is like, it just blows my mind. And now they've classified, like, the 3i Atlas stuff is classified. The CIA has classified a bunch of the shit that went on. That was a fucking alien spaceship,
Right.
dude.
Right.
I mean,
Well,
I
like,
think it was
like-
an alien spaceship. That's just me. I'm sorry. That was a fucking UFO. They said it was a comic. Fuck that. No.
Oh no! Well, it changed speed, it changed course, and it changed like its light radiance changed.
Right.
constantly.
Right. I mean, I know that Neil deGrasse Tyson and all those were like debunking it, but I don't know. It acted way too weird for me.
I go back and forth on Neil deGrasse Tyson, man. I
Yeah.
think he might be a shill, just trying to like keep us on the sane side.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like, nah, that ain't aliens.
You know what, man?
That's a rock. Don't worry
I'm
about
going
that.
to tell you this right now because we'll get into some weird stuff here in New Mexico. Obviously, is the Zorro Ranch with Epstein. This is my thing. I really do think what you just said. I think that there's kind of plants out there that want to distract us from not being, because Guys, Epstein,
Oh,
conspiracy
100.
theorists were right. You know, I have to give it to them. My algorithm, you know, whenever you jump down that rabbit hole on IG, it's fucking
Right.
just going
Yeah.
crazy. But the stuff that they called out that we thought they were crazy for, you know, on Reddit, 4chan, all these fucking like crazy things. I'm not involved in any of that stuff, but I hear about it. It's like, dude, they're right, and they're talking about aliens, and I'm sure they're right. And we've got whistleblowers everywhere. Now we have 10 missing scientists, and it's like, what the fuck is going on? You know,
I totally believe that there's an apps because he was big into like what was it? I guess
biohacking and all this
biohacking, but
yeah.
not only that, but like transhumanism.
Yeah,
So that's
hybrid,
like,
hybrid alien
right
shit.
there.
Yeah,
I mean, and no, that goes back even to like, you know, have you guys ever heard like the Anunnaki crazy stuff?
Oh
like
yeah,
that?
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
You know, and that's
Go ahead.
what they do for us. I think
Yeah.
I think we were bioengineered to
Yeah.
do whatever they wanted us to do
Right.
for them.
We were their slaves.
Do it. That's
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only
Yeah.
way it makes sense.
Yeah.
And what's crazy about that story is that even ties back into like the Christianity, like the Bible and stuff like that, like the
That's
Book
right.
of Enoch.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you guys ever heard of that, but
Yeah, no, I know
That's a
that-
gospel book that's been omitted, I should say,
From the Bible.
Yeah, from the modern.
Yeah,
Bible.
they took it out. They
But
took
it
it
talks
out.
about giants, angels that were aliens, whatever. Like it gets crazy.
Right.
In fact, me and Jim Lujan were watching a big old movie about this too, big old document
Yeah.
film. And it was crazy, man, because you can still find the original Book of Enoch in the Bible that's stored in some temple in Ethiopia.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it still exists.
That's crazy.
So
That's
there's-
crazy. Let's go to Ethiopia, guys.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
dude.
Road
I-
trip.
Dude, a cryptid journey across the world, man.
That's right. Man, I got to tell you, we're going to go down to Roswell, I think, this summer, and we're going to try to do
Nice.
that alien festival with
Right.
all of us. They've invited us. Roswell, they do a whole, it's a whole weekend of aliens. And so we're really trying to coordinate with them to get down there over sometime over that weekend so we can go and do our alien episode, because I am not educated as much as some other people are about this. I'm really into crime and serial killers, but this stuff intrigues me so much. Like I feel like they're trying to tell us something, or something is about to happen, and we're gonna be like, especially with this conflict going on, and we're
It
starting
definitely
to see
feels
more
like
and
something's
more.
going to happen.
Yeah, I think they're worried that we're gonna fucking nuke ourselves, to nuke ourselves to death. Yeah, you
Right.
know what I mean. So anyway, well, that was a good subject, man. Thank you so much for for talking to us about story time. That was awesome.
The thing is, it just can go forever, man. Like we
Right.
touched on some stuff, but we can talk more.
Oh
We can
no,
always come
we're
back
gonna
and do
have you
more.
back on the
Yeah,
pod,
yeah,
dude.
for
You're a
sure.
producer, and
Yeah,
we'll just
yeah.
keep on getting into this. I mean,
Yeah,
we'd
'cause
have to
I get all
resurrect.
worked
We'd
up.
have to technically resurrect Jim Lujan, but I'd even like to get him back on the show. We'll bring back Zombie Jim,
Right.
because
There
he
you
had a
go.
killer experience. Everybody, so it's kind of hard to recycle those guests back through. But speaking of that, since we're all sitting here, we're on the show. I want to kind of announce what's going on with Creative Kill and what we're doing moving forward, because we are having to adapt just like everybody else is in the industry right now. So if you don't know this, gas prices are fucking out of control. Okay, and I don't think that this thing is going to slow down, and obviously the industry doesn't think it's going to slow down at all. I mean, not for the near future, for the next several months. So what me and Ben always say is, what we have to do, Ben, we have to pivot.
Yep.
So we have created this show to be a podcast, but then it kind of turned into, we played with a couple of different formats. We did the theater format over at the Lobo. You were there. We've do the Studio A, which is downstairs from here in this podcast studio. We use this podcast studio. We've done on location episodes. We've done all kinds of stuff, but we've kind of figured out a formula now of what we really want to do moving forward with Creative Kill. So we are going to continue to bring you guys this weekly show. So where you have me, Hensley, and Ben on, you're going to see this every single week. We're going to continue to do this show. But the last show of every month for the next, I would say for the rest of the year, we're going to try to do this, where our interviews usually last about an hour. We are going to be cutting the final show in half. And so you will have half of an interview talk show style format. Okay, well, I'm going to say that again: talk show style format, where we bring on a guest. We ask them the final 3 questions. We do the helping with horror. We do the story time. And then something is going to happen. They're going to have a killer experience.
Every
But where we used to do what we like to say, a quick cut of a kill and stuff, this time we are going to make this thing more cinematic. So we are jumping into what Ben and I originally wanted to do, which was make horror movies and horror stuff. So basically what's going to happen is after the interview, something will always happen, and then we will have a storyline to tell you guys, and we are going to do a full, complete horror short with the guest moving forward. We'll always have themes, topics. We're not going to ruin anything else for you guys, but you need to pay attention, okay? The reason why we say pay attention is because on our Instagram and Facebook channel, we have a subscription button, okay? I am not asking for $20 a month. This thing is literally $3 a month, okay?
$2.99.
Very reasonable.
Very reasonable. We are going, and all this is doing is helping us offset production cost at this crazy inflated economy and gas and everything that's going on. So we're asking you guys to subscribe to our platform, and when you subscribe and you pay your $3 a month, you're going to get exclusive content that leads up to those episodes. Yes. So basically, I am going to be with Ben and with Royal and with Wolf. We are going to be shooting a lead up to these big episodes every single month. So it's kind of like a teaser, Easter egg, stuff like that, whatever you want to call it. But it's going to fit into the storyline of that last episode. So where we get cinematic in the last 15 minutes of that episode, you're going to be able to see these things leading up to it if you subscribe to our channel. And they're going to be funny because Royal is writing them. They're going to be gross. They're going to be like we're doing some horror stuff, doing some crazy stuff like that.
Some practical effects.
Yeah, and we're just giving this a shot. This is a new experiment of ours. We hope it works out because I think that doing this format now of where we have the talk show that leads into the horror movie will be a lot more entertaining, a lot more cinematic than just what we've been doing previously in the past. Okay, guys? So if you guys subscribe to our channel, please subscribe to our YouTube channel.
For just 10 cents a day,
you can Sarah McLachlan paying in the background. We are going to start bringing to you guys originally what our original game plan was, which was making horror stuff, horror content. My thing is that the word content for me is like I have a rule. I mean, it is content, but at the same time, we want to do something that nobody else is doing, which is these micro drama shorts, these 3-minute shorts on a subscription-based program platform to help us offset the production costs that we're dealing with right now, because fucking shit is expensive. I'll tell you that. We were gonna shoot that pilot, No Knock, and I gotta tell you so I got a bunch of bids in for production stuff,
right?
And then I went back to revisit when we were about to book everything, and everything was pretty much double the price. And so it fucking killed our budget. Man. I mean, completely killed our budget. So we've kind of put those things off. We put California off right now because it's too expensive for us to even. We're not far from California, but it's too expensive to travel at the cost of bringing our team and then paying a guest and all this other stuff. So we're going to kind of revert back to where we do the remote segments with the celebrity guests. We've got Charles Baker. We've got Terrence Terrell. We've got these guys that are coming on the show that we're really excited about. But that I wanted to have in LA, because we had the studio there, we were ready to go, and the next thing you know, boom, this gas crisis hit, and airline flights and hotels and everything just went, and we work with a limited budget on the show, so it's like we can only do so much because we've got to take care of our team here in Albuquerque too. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where we're going with things. We just wanted to let everybody know the status of our situation. We will be making a formal announcement on Instagram when we start this, but I think we're going to start shooting the pilot in like 3 weeks. I think that's our plan, Ben. I mean, Ben and I have been hard in the writer's room. We've done a couple of writing sessions where we're writing episodes, and we laid out a game plan last night in our meeting for 10 episodes, and I think it's good.
It's going to be so much fun, guys. I'm telling you, are going to enjoy it. It's going to be great.
Yeah. So where this quick, cinema or quick CGI, we were using kind of whatever we could get our hands on killed. Now it's going to be a full-on horror movie. or
right?
at least a horror short
Yeah,
film is
yeah,
what we like
yeah.
to tell everybody at the end of this one episode every month. So basically, you're going to be still getting about 6 episodes from us a month, but one of them will be awesome. It's going to be cinematic. We've got a bunch of cool. The other thing is we're trying to help our film people out here, Hensley, because nobody's working.
Keep it out here, man.
Yeah,
Keep it local.
Nobody's working, dude. And so it's like if we can just help, if the audience, if you guys can help us, by subscribing to this channel, we get whatever we can a month. It directly goes back into production. It helps people that are not in work right now, helps them get back to work. And so we are also doing a Kickstarter that Ben and I are going to launch, but that's for some private investors and stuff. So we're pitching that. You guys are more than welcome to. We'll put it up on our Instagram, but I'm not pushing it on our audience. We're pushing it on some other people because we're trying to raise $25,000 to help offset more production costs because we really want to make this thing look good.
Yeah.
And the problem with cinema is like, in order to be even picked up or considered on any kind of like a Netflix or whatever, you've got to shoot in a certain style and a certain format. And so that's what we're wanting to shoot these things with high quality cameras, a full crew. It's like we've done it one time with the Chelsea Dotson episode where we actually had a pro in there helping us with a pro sound guy and a pro cinematographer, and that was a great episode. It looks fucking fantastic.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah, that's when Ben got slapped.
I did.
Yeah.
I deserved it too. I'll be honest, I deserved it.
So anyway, so that's kind of what's going on with Creative Kill, guys. We are going to survive. Like Ben and I have always said this, and Hensley's on part of the team too. We're just going to keep rolling with the punches. We get knocked down, we get back up, we keep on trying to go. But it's really hard to do what we want to do because we're not influencers. I like to tell everybody this. Yes, we are on social media. I do Instagram clips and stuff, kind of giving everybody what's up or put up a funny video here and there. But we're not. We're entertainers. We want to entertain. So help us entertain you by helping us. And for $3 a month, shit, that's less than a fucking cheeseburger at McDonald's now. You know what I mean? It's like
less than 1 cup of coffee a day.
Yeah, it's just crazy to think that this is kind of where the industry is going, that if you don't start on social media or don't start a platform by yourself or brand by yourself like we did with Creative Kill, you're probably never going to get recognized. You've got to be somebody that's you've got to be a Nepo baby in Hollywood, or you've got to come out of some pristine college and have made something that studios just took to, and they were like, but if you even look at like Ryan Coogler and all these other people, that have kind of started new in the industry, you got the guy that did Iron Lung, I forget the YouTuber kid, and then you had the Terrifier guys that crowdfunded and made their success. We're trying to kind of do the same thing, guys. We're going to crowdfund. We want some subscriptions if you can just support us, and then subscribe to our YouTube channel so we can get up there. But we have a problem with branding because, and Ben knows this because one of our producers, I've met with several brand companies and they don't want to touch us because of our content. And when our content, I mean, is the kill at the end of every show. So if you're a brand out there, by the way, and you like horror, hit us up. We've got local sponsors here that deal with helping with Horror Moment. They're not brands. They are brands, but they're not. They do something completely different. They help us with our charitable organization stuff. I am talking about if you're a big brand and you want to get on something, we do roughly about 500,000 to 1 million views on Instagram every month. During spooky season, that goes up majorly, But then we also do, and we also repost all of our sponsors stuff. So if they post stuff, we help them on our platform. And then we've got about, I think it's like 1,500 subscribers on YouTube right now, but that's still pretty good because every time they're watching, every time we drop a new video, it's almost like 2,000 3,000 views. So I know that they're sitting there watching it, which makes me very happy to know that we actually do have a built-in audience on this show.
Definitely.
But we
Thank
want to
you,
make
guys.
it better for you guys.
Yes.
We
Upgrade.
want to upgrade this fucking thing, and let's get it going, right, B?
Yes.
Well,
all day.
Hensley, we want to tell you today, thank you so much for coming on the show, man.
Yes, man.
This was awesome. I'm glad we finally got to introduce you because we're
Yeah.
going to get Morgan on. Morgan's going to come on when Karl gets back. He's coming on. We're going to introducing. You guys are going to also see, okay, real quick, Ben Hensley here. not formally trained, but he's going to be doing some acting for us too, aren't you, buddy? Are you jumping in on what you're jumping? We're throwing you in feet first.
It's all right, bro. I got this. I'll be good.
Yeah.
I just been waiting for this my whole life. You know,
yeah. We're giving Hensley his big break. You know, so we've grinded away. No, but Hensley's been with us for a while. We love this guy, but at the same time, he's actually got some pretty good acting chops. And we're pretty excited. We would have put him in. We'll see. Yeah. Well, that's exactly the way we feel every time we're on set.
Definitely.
We're like, you know what I mean? Yeah. When you step on your first film set as an actor, you're just kind of like, you know, you're drinking from a fire hose.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You're just like, oh my God. But once you get into it and the process is going and everything, you're like, okay, I got this.
Like the one thing I just hear is like, don't look at the camera.
Don't look at the camera.
Don't break the fourth wall, dude.
Right.
You know, and then my other thing is like,
I don't want to do that. Just
here's my thing as a director. My director, I've got 3 simple rules. Know your lines, hit your mark, and don't be a fucking asshole. That's my thing, you know, because I've worked with some assholes in the past, and I'll tell you what, you come on my set, you start acting like that, bye, you know, because our energy's good. We have a really good energy on our sets. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is fun.
You know, we bring on some really crazy people. We've given people opportunities for this show that normally wouldn't get the opportunities to be an actor or whatever. And that's the other thing I want to tell you guys real quick. If you are interested in being a guest on Creative Kill for this season, we have 5 spots left that we're auditioning actors for or guests for. We've got some real kind of crazy things that we're planning on doing, you know, with the guest or without the guest, but we do need other actors. So if you're interested, hit us up. Now we can't pay for your travel to get out here, but if you want a film credit and you're in the New Mexico area, we're here, you know, so that's basically where we're sitting at right now, because we've kind of been through this 4-year or 3 to 4 year deal we had the strikes.
Yeah.
And the strikes were fucking the worst. And then we had, you know, we came out of COVID,
right.
Then we went into the strikes, and then we've had just the economy, and it's just always the fires. The fires was a big thing. Yeah. So it's like anytime we kind of got to where we were going to make it at this level, it was like all the way down again. Right. But it's about I love the hunt. It's the hunt. Okay, we're hunting right now. We're out there. We're stalking our victim, and our victim is success. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what I'm. That's
that
what
bitch is going down.
Yeah, that bitch is fucking gonna die. Anyway, no, but we love you guys. We got to let's hit our sponsors one more time, Ben. So here today, we're sponsored by Duke City Toys. You want to hit him with the next one?
And Monster House Dispensary, Gator, man.
Yeah, Gator, thank you so much. And Albuquerque Axe, and today's guest again today. We want to thank Ben Hensley for being on. Yes, you'll be seeing him much in the future here, guys. And so Creative Kill, where the guest has a killer experience. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and all of our socials. We love you guys. Take care. Have a killer weekend. Take care. Bye.
Much love.
Oh my God, what's happening? We're being sucked in.